Okay, I wanted to do a quick video. There's been a little bit of, I don't know, back and forth, maybe a little bit of misinformation as far as these Predator engines go. What you find at the store, Hemi versus non-Hemi, part numbers and all that sort of stuff. So this has been a journey, to say the least. I don't even know how long at the store, with two different stores, looking through boxes and learning about what is what. So this rototiller I'm working on, this is my dad's. He said it started rattling real bad, and this is why. There's some decent end play in this engine. It's not terrible by any means, but it's enough that it's a bit of a problem. So basically, and this is the original engine. It's not a Predator. It is a 212, funny enough. It's called a Pulsar. So it ran great. Other than that, it would not make any noise. It would not make any noise when there was a load on. It would make a noise when it was just sitting idling, and basically that would bang back and forth. And what I heard, it's got a strange setup. It's got two belts, and you can kind of see them there, and they go on this. So you have one belt goes forward, one belt goes backward. Anyway, when there's tension on, you had no noise. When there wasn't tension, you had a banging noise. So we went through this whole process of getting a Predator, and I told my dad, you know, this is the kind of the quickest and easiest route. So Hemi versus non-Hemi. He wanted a non-Hemi. His original engine is a non-Hemi, which I think Predator is about the only one that makes a Hemi in these things. So here's what I found out. First of all, some information that is no longer true. On the boxes, they said you used to be able to look through the handhole to see what kind of cylinder head it had or what kind of valve cover it had. You can't do that anymore. There's no hole. But there is an outside clue. So the part numbers are exactly the same, 69730. They all are the same. But that SKU number right there, 56098, that number is a non-Hemi. The Hemi ends in a 9, and I took a picture and I will attach that to the end of this video so you can see the difference. So the other thing is, as soon as you open the box, you're going to know, because the manual, they put specifically for the Hemi or the non-Hemi, the valve cover picture on the engine in the manual matches whatever is inside the box. The one other thing that we found, interestingly enough, this box didn't have any staples in it. Every box we opened, and I'm not saying this is 100%, but every box we opened that had staples, they had a staple here and a staple here across the top of the box. Every single one of those was a Hemi. Every single one we opened that didn't have staples was a non-Hemi. Now, we went through several of these to find one that didn't have a significant amount of crankshaft end play. So anyway, that was what we found. Like I said, I'm going to put the other SKU number up there, just so you guys kind of know. I know some people want a Hemi, some people don't want a Hemi. My dad wanted the exact same thing as what he had, so that was, you know, what we went with. And of course, the other option is to go with a 224. It's about $30 more, and they have Hemi and non-Hemi versions of that as well. I did not get into looking at any of those to see which is which. I personally have a non-Hemi on one of my go-karts. And actually I have three additional Predators, 212s that are all non-Hemi as well. I personally have not messed with a Hemi yet. I know that some guys say they're a lot better for the performance building, but I haven't. I've run everything stock so far, other than changing governor springs up to about 5,000 RPM and air filter and exhaust, higher flow exhaust. So anyway, I just wanted to give you guys kind of a quick, this isn't real quick, but a sort of quick video on the Predator 212s, Hemi versus non-Hemi, what you're going to find. For those of you who don't know, there's a huge difference in the way the valve cover looks. I guess that's one other thing. I wish I had a picture of that, but this is the non-hemi, which every box has this picture. So this is just your standard valve cover. That's the engine that was on the rototiller, same exact valve cover. The Hemi has a pretty large, I wouldn't say large, but not quite twice that size, but a bigger valve cover that's a rectangle. It's wider than it is tall. It's aluminum. And it's much smoother, and it's basically a perfect rectangle. It doesn't, like this one is kind of a strange, it goes in and then out, and then, you know, on the sides. It's perfectly straight up and down, side to side. So anyway, that's one did giveaway when you're looking at them, but of course you have to completely unbox the thing to get to that point. So I kind of wanted you guys to know from what's on the outside of the box. You can just look at the box. Two clues that I had: one was that SKU number, one was the staples. So staples and a number that ends in 9, from my experience in 2 different stores, means a Hemi, and no staples, and this number here, 56098, means not a Hemi. So thanks for watching.